What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another JD the Gamer video, and in this video we're going to discuss which team composition is the best for you. Alright, so there are a few team compositions in this game in terms of like abilities that work well together. There is fire, there is ice, there is birthright, there's bleed, is that the main ones? I mean, there's other abilities in the game like deceive and all that good stuff. But I think those are the main ones. The main ones are going to be your fire, ice, birthright, and bleed right now. But which one is the best for you to choose as a gamer? I honestly think it depends on where you are in the game. And what I mean by that is if you're a new player, if you're just getting into this game, maybe you got up to like level 10, you're still deciding if you want to play. I think the easiest team composition for you to get with the most amount of characters to be able to choose from and to be able to have fun with is going to be ice, in my opinion. I think that has the most well-rounded teams that you can build, has the most characters with ice abilities, whether it be that they're doing more damage because of ice or they're providing ice to the enemy. There's many characters to choose from. So there's a lot of opportunities to build an ice team. So in my opinion, the newer players, ice is the easiest way to go. That is not to say, though, that as you get later in the game that ice is still not viable. Ice is a very strong, viable choice in terms of team composition in this game. Very powerful, can win you a lot of matches. So ice can run you through, and honestly, all these different categories of different abilities can run you through pretty much the whole entirety of the game. But I think that ice has the easiest build pattern for newer players to get into the game, to get comfortable with the game, and to learn the game and have fun with the game. So ice, I think, is the way to go. Now, as you start to get more into the intermediate and advanced play style, I think fire is probably the next best. I think fire has the next amount of characters that you can get in terms of building team compositions. As you can see with my team right now, I'm running a fire team, so I have Rhaenyra, the yellow, as my leader, who provides all these different power-ups as you kill enemies. Every enemy that gets killed gives you another power-up on the field, and it could be any of the power-ups that are in the game. So I think that's pretty solid in terms of clearing levels quick. I have Beric Dondarrion, the purple, on the far right-hand side of my screen. I don't know if it's far left. Eye patch guy, okay? Beric Dondarrion, he provides fire, a percentage chance, but he can inflict fire onto the enemy. And then I have the Dragonstone Mender, the blue guy. He's a common character, by the way, that also has a percentage chance to add fire when fire gets put onto enemies. I think it's like a 40% chance, might be 50, I'm not sure. But every time fire gets inflicted onto the enemy, he has an opportunity, a chance to add more fire to that. And he's a healer, so I like that. The only one that doesn't do anything in terms of fire is Marjorie, the one in the middle, but she's just there for my sustain. She's a great healer, and that's why she's there. She heals people quite frequently. I like her a lot. And then Daenerys, she does extra damage depending on how much fire is on the enemy. So I have 3 characters in my 5-man squad that are inflicting fire or could inflict fire, and then I have 1 character that does extra damage on top of how many fires are inflicted onto the enemy. So I like running this fire team right now. That's the one I've been building. That's what I've been going with. Bleed, I think, is a little difficult to build because there's not a lot of characters, in my humble opinion. And I don't think Bleed is that strong of a category yet. I could be wrong, but I just don't... I don't like it. Maybe it could be my bias because I'm not a big Ramsay Bolton fan from the show. So maybe that's why Ramsay Bolton is one of the main characters in the game that does bleed. But it's okay. But I don't really like bleed. Now, Birthright, I think, is more towards the in-game players. There's only, 5 characters that do Birthright? Is it 5? Eamon, Aegon, Allison, Otto. There's one more, I think. I think it's only like 5 characters, but I think Birthright is more advanced strategy and tuning team-wise when it comes to the player base. I think I feel like you already have to have kind of an idea of how to play the game and how to strategize in this game for Birthright to work for you. I don't think that a newer player coming into this game, brand new player, just starting off, can just build a Birthright team and it work great. I just don't see that happening. Birthright is more angled towards in-game character players that have already understood how to play the game, already understand what their role is in terms of how they want to defeat teams, in terms of PvP and PvE. Birthright is later game, and I am going to start building a Birthright team. I have not yet, but I am going to start because I feel like it's getting really, really strong, and I haven't quite built it yet because I've been so focused on my fire team and getting that up to par that I've slacked on my Birthright team. Now, granted, I'm still missing 2 characters from Birthright. I don't have Otto and I don't have Allison. So I only have Sunfire. I have the Dragon Sunfire, I have Aegon, and I have Eamon. So I think that might also be another reason why I haven't really gotten into Birthright teams yet, the Greens team. But maybe I'll take a further look into it. But Eamon is pretty strong, and Aegon looks pretty solid. Sunfire is pretty solid. So if you're starting this game off, long story short, starting the game off, you're just getting into it, Ice team is the easiest way to go. They give you ice characters in the beginning. A lot of the characters provide ice. Ice is the way to go. Just keep it plain and simple. If you want to go a little bit, if Daenerys is one of your favorite characters like it is for me from the show, and you want to build fire, fire is also pretty simple to build. Little tougher, but pretty simple. There's some common characters that provide good fire to teams like this blue Dragonstone Mender. There's also some epics. So go that way. Later game, I think hit your boy up on some Birthright and you'll be solid. You'll be ready to knock some teams out with Eamon and Aegon and really raise hell on everybody. So there you have it. There's my list of terms of specific teams in this game. I think Ice, Fire are really simple to build. Ice being the simplest. And then Birthright and Bleed later on down the line. Don't do Bleed. But Birthright later on down the line, make sure that you build that because that's going to be a strong team moving forward for you as well. Let me know what you think about this list. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But until next time, man, it's your boy JD, and I'm out this thing, baby. Peace.